Hey guys, so it's been another month since our last video. We just wanted to give you a couple updates on what's happened since then. So we've done, I think, 2 schools since we last did an update. The first school we did was great. The teacher that we worked with is actually the only believer that we know of out of, 20 to 30 schools that we work with. So it was really good getting to talk with her and encourage her and maybe make some future partnership plans with her as well. The second school we did, the kids were a little bit older than what we have done, and they were a little bit more of a challenge. They were very hardened against what we had to say, and we could just feel how it was very dark. Even the teachers were very spiritual. I don't know. It was interesting, but it was a hard few hours. At one point, Daniel was saying, to the whole class that, the gospel. And then he asked, "Has anyone ever heard this before? Or heard what I'm saying before?" And pretty much half the class, maybe a little more, shook their heads no. So that was like, oh, okay, a little surprising. But that's why we're here. That's what we're here to do. The kids were respectful. It was just they were very hardened against what we had to say.
And at the end of the day, the religious education teacher actually came up to us and said, "Thank you guys so much for being here. I learned so much from you." So that was surprising, I guess.
Eye-opening.
It was a course on who is Jesus in prayer, and we taught the religious education teacher something. It was definitely a challenging day, spiritually, I think. But we've also, OM is in the process of kind of revamping a lot of our ministries. OM International just came out with a new mission statement. So OM Ireland is in the process of kind of analyzing all of our ministries in light of that new mission statement. So the schools ministry that we do, is actually kind of coming up with some new strategies, some new ways of doing things, which I know I talked with a lot of you guys about before we came here, that I had the desire to change some stuff. So those changes that I was talking about wanting to do are officially getting talked about, and it's actually a really, really exciting for me. I love that type of stuff. I love the strategy and the thinking through it. So we're working on some new ideas. Nothing will change for the rest of this year, just because the ministry plans have already been put together and we're kind of set for the rest of the year. But starting next year, we will begin kind of some new strategy. It's not something I'll go into here, but if any of you want to hear more about it or have any questions about what it looks like, feel free to email me or somehow get in touch, and we can talk more about ministry strategy. For those of you who enjoy that type of conversation. It's also been fun because in this, the new strategy, there's going to be a lot more partnership. So that's actually something I've been starting meetings about. Tuesday I was up in Belfast for the day, meeting with a guy from another ministry who works throughout the UK. And I was hanging out with him, talking through potential ways that OM could partner with them in the future. So I've got a couple of other meetings in the next month or so about potential partnerships, and so ministry's going along really well. We just finished up the semester, but we have an exciting summer coming up, which we will probably tell you more about next month. So like right before we get into it. So, yeah, it's been a good month so far.
And just some new news. I'm actually going to be changing roles a little bit come next semester, actually starting next week. But I'll be wearing a couple different hats. I'll be helping out in finance and hospitality and a little bit in like what they call support services. So basically I'll be doing whatever's needed. Daniel and I, we realized once we got everything figured out and organized when we got here, there's not enough work for us to be in this one role full time. And there are tons of needs that need to be met here at OM So I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, I don't have enough work to keep me busy. Give me something to do. And so Daniel will be really heading on the youth program, and I will still be here to help when we go to schools, if I'm able. So I'm not leaving it completely, but I'm mainly going to be helping out in a few other areas here at OM Ireland.
And it has nothing to do with marital issues. She will still be sitting, like, these are our desks, by the way. This is my desk. That's her desk. We'll still be sharing a desk. We'll still, it's not anything like that. It's just there wasn't enough work for both of us. So don't get any ideas. Everything's okay.
I'm excited to help out where I'm able to help out, meet some other needs that need to be met. So we're excited what that's going to look like at the end of this year. Me and some of the department heads will kind of analyze and see how that's going, if some things need to change, or we'll see what happens. But for now, I will be doing a few other things besides the youth.
We said it last month, but I wanted to just say it again. We're finally to a point in our time being here that we would love to talk with you guys about you coming over for short-term trips, whether that's to just come visit us or whether that's to actually come work with us or work with OM in some capacity. We're already planning a trip with one of our supporting churches. So if any of you would be interested in that, please start contacting us. Shoot either one of us a text message or whatever. We would love to start planning that type of stuff where we're finally kind of settled in and figured out life enough that we can start thinking about the future. So please let us know. I know we talked with a lot of you about that idea, so just feel free to contact us and chat with us more. But as far as prayer points going forward for this month, one of the big ones obviously is Ashlyn's new role starting Monday. Just that she would be comfortable in it, that she's got a lot to learn. There's a lot more learning. She's already been here learning this role, but now she's got even more to learn with 3 different jobs now. So just prayer for confidence and comfort and peace for her, I think, would be a huge thing. And then also, second prayer point would be for the new strategy for the youth department, for what I'm doing now. Just that we would follow the Holy Spirit in it, and that it wouldn't be my desires or just my ideas, that we'd follow the culture and we'd see where the wisdom is here and see how we can partner with what's already going on rather than us trying to start our own thing. And then a third prayer point, something I was talking with somebody at church the other day about. In this country, there are still 70 towns with at least 5,000 people with no evangelical presence. So doing the math, that's about 350,000 people at least in this country with no access to biblical teaching, with no access to the Bible, nothing. So at the end of the day, what we need is workers. We need more people. So we just ask that you guys would pray for this country. I know we told a lot of you about how lost it is, but that's just another number to keep in your mind about how lost this country is and how few the workers are. But yeah, again, as always, thank you guys so much for your partnership and your prayer and your support and your love and the packages that some of you have been sending and the letters and all that stuff. It really helps us keep going throughout from day to day and helps us feel at home even though we're away. So we've loved getting to keep up with a lot of you guys, and we thank you for that. It was Mother's Day a couple weeks ago here, but so we've already said Happy Mother's Day to our mothers and sent them packages and all that. But to the rest of you, Happy Mother's Day. It's coming up this weekend. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Hey. So Happy Mother's Day. And I hope you guys have a great week and a great month. And we'll see you again next month. Bye, guys.